Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeReview.com. So before we get farther in the video, I first want to warn everyone that you will not see any differences in the pieces in this video. I want to warn everyone with that, so that way people aren't disappointed at the very end of it. Now, I also didn't really find anything out through this video, but afterwards I did hear from multiple sources that the plastic is a little bit different, whether it is different plastic altogether or something in the finishing process as it's cooling that caused a different effect. Some people are saying it's frosted, but it's really nothing you can tell just by feeling it, or nothing that I can personally tell. The other thing, and I've heard from a pretty reliable source, is that the springs in the newer one are slightly weaker. Now I can't tell from this breakdown, which you'll see in a second, but I can trust that source, so those are the two main things that seem to be causing the difference. Now if you want to see the rest of the video and see the cubes get taken apart, here you go. So we have a third installment of our live comparison videos where I'm going to be breaking down these puzzles and figuring out the difference between them. These are both the WuQue, the 4x4, but we have an old batch version and a new batch version. What's the difference between the batches? I don't know. I've been trying to ask WuQue and I haven't really gotten a response yet. Originally they said that there was an issue with the mold, but I haven't been able to see any real differences. As far as feeling goes, the old batch is much slower on the inner layers compared to the new one. I was pretty much set that I was going to use this at the competition I just did, but when the new one came in, I was certain. I really enjoyed the feeling of it. Corner cutting seems about the same. Tensions seem a little bit different though. That's another thing that I feel like the corners here are a little bit more tighter. They spring back a little bit more. So a couple things we're going to check is just if the pieces are different, and then one thing I also want to see is the springs. So what I'm going to do first is check the springs. I'm going to put these in some boxes, that way the pieces don't fly all over the place, because I'm hoping to put the springs back in and be able to check the pieces without taking it all apart. So as far as springs go, let's find out. They look pretty much identical. So it doesn't seem like there was any change in springs. Now I don't have any device to check the tensions of these, but I'm going to assume they are the exact same thing because they look the exact same. And usually if there's a difference, you can see a difference in the size or thickness of the metal there. So this is kind of odd. The old batch now is very loose and I can't figure out why. I don't think the screw's still loose. Okay, so now that we did that, we found out there's not a spring difference. Let's look at the pieces. Now, I'm pretty sure that all stores have the new batch now, and some people have said that there is a return program. I don't know about that because I got this from the factory, that there wasn't a return program with that one. But let's look and see if any pieces are different. So as far as the edge piece, this looks the exact same track, same everything. Corner pieces look to be the exact same as well. Center seem to be the exact same. These internal pieces, those ones seem to be the exact same. And the smaller internal ones seem to be the exact same. They look to be the exact same mold. Okay, so those pieces being a little floppy is because the center stock was not actually in the right spot. So I see no difference between these pieces. Some people have suggested that the plastic is different. I've heard rumors that people said the internal pieces are frosted, and that's not the case. I mean, you can even just hear compared to. This one does feel a little bit drier, but might just be from the lubrication. They feel pretty much the exact same. I really do not know any difference between these two puzzles, and this is probably a boring video because I did not come to a conclusion of what the difference is. But there definitely is a difference. I wish I could tell you exactly more what that was. If I can figure this out in the next couple days before this video comes out, I will add that in. If not, then we just have to forever think that it's some crazy magic that made the new version nicer than the old version. So thank you very much. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, stop by SpeedCubeReview.com for more news and reviews.